Hello, it's Electric Brian here. I just subscribed to Full Self-Driving for the month. I used some referral credits I got from some awesome people like you using my referral link to buy a Tesla. And I have about an hour and 15-minute drive ahead of me. So it was a perfect time to use Full Self-Driving. I just subscribed this morning, and as I did get in the car for the first time, it popped up, "You have full self-driving now. Click here to enable it." So I did that, and then it came up with a form to configure it. Super easy. I didn't use the default settings of 40% over. I went with 30% over. And I'm going to use chill mode down to where I'm going, and then hurry back to see what the difference is. I have a Hardware 3 car, a 2023 Model 3 rear-wheel drive. I have full self-driving 12.6.4, which I believe just came out very recently for Hardware 3 cars. So I do have the latest software for Hardware 3. Let's see how it goes. Since I don't have version 13, I can't just press on the screen. I have to put it into drive. And then the steering wheel icon lit up right out of the parking spot. We're going. And I do have it set to chill mode, but it's not, I'm not on fast roads, so it's not going to show up on the screen like it does in version 13 for the Hardware 4 cars. Camera keeps on falling. My mount must not be in good condition. It used to stick to the window just fine, but now it's falling off the window. It's a little bit of a hard stop to that stoplight. Had to use friction brakes even though there was plenty of time to stop without. I wasn't very chill. I don't know why we're sitting in the left lane so much. And so it has speed limit 30. Said max was 45. It was going about 40, which is fair. Maybe we're in the left lane because in a mile we're turning left. There's a red light we're not slowing down for. It's still a red light. Start slowing down better. So it did get over to the right now that we're 0.8 of a mile away. So we're going 48, 47, and a 45. That's a good speed for chill. Still isn't showing chill on the top here. But again, we're going 43 with a red light ahead that we saw from a half mile back. And it has to use friction brakes. There's no way, especially chill mode, should have needed to use friction brakes. We're getting onto the highway here, so now it should use its chill profile. pretty strong acceleration. Yep, now it shows chill mode. This is some of the bumpiest section of highway through here. I'd love to take the new Model 3 on this section just after taking my Model 3 to see what the difference is. I do plan on taking a test drive, a demo drive of a new Model 3 this month. Traffic isn't going to be an issue at all this morning. It's 7:40 in the morning on the first day of daylight saving time. It's now going 64 and a 55. On this road, cars really do go 75, so it's pretty chill. As you can see, everyone's flying by me on the left and right. Despite me going 9 over the speed limit. We will have to get over 2 lanes to the left. I would have gotten over by now one of the lanes. Okay, that's not too late because of the low amount of traffic, but usually there are a lot more cars and you have to fight your way in. It's a high-speed merge from one highway to another. I looked at the screen for 2 seconds. It told me I better look at the road. My camera fell off its mount. Well, the mount fell off the window. So I put it in a different spot. Hopefully you can still see. Now Chill is going a little bit too slow. Going under the speed limit behind this car. Hopefully we pass. So I gave up on the mount. I'm holding the camera now, so it's probably not going to be as steady. I do need to invest in a new mount. So sun glare is only going to be an issue on the driver's side B-pillar camera. Nothing with the front camera, the way I'm going now. We're finally getting out of the right lane to try to pass this Nissan Armada. Sorry, it's a Pathfinder. But it got over into the climbing lane, so we got over into the slow vehicle lane. Going 65 in the 65. Could go a few over and chill, I still think. It's been a very comfortable drive, at least. Right now we're climbing a big hill, so it's not going to be apples to apples comparison. I'm going to note my watt hours per mile going there in Chill and then coming back in Hurry. This big hill that I'm climbing now will be going back down on the way home. Of course, we'll skew those numbers, but it'll be a general idea. Great lane change to pass this utility truck and right back over. Nice, comfortably. Sure, there's a lot of tree clearing going on up on the hill. We're entering Waterbury, Connecticut. There's Holy Land, USA. Kind of like a religious park. Our left exit is coming up very soon. It's a tricky exit. We should get over to the left now as cars are approaching us from behind. We're going to kind of cut off a car now, it seems, or have to slow way down. Yeah, we're just slowing down a bunch to get in instead of having gotten over earlier. But nothing wrong with it. It cost us 1 second in the drive, but if there were more cars it could have been difficult. So this is where you have to get over and slow down a bunch. Still going 58. I would have gotten over harder to slow down. Speed limit is 25 through here. The timing of the slowdown was a little off, but it did a fine job. Just not a great job. We're getting on the left here, so we have to merge in with traffic to our right, which there is none right now. This van is passing us on the right. Even though the speed limit says 45, 70 is really the speed people go. So our max of 58 is a little slow through here. Yes, 58 and a 45 is quite slow for this section. You can see everyone's pulling away from us. Now the speed limit's 55. Should be going faster now. Bump up the max to 65. I don't know, maybe 40% is a good percentage over. Is there. Just have to pay attention to the road. Don't want to get a strike on my first day. Okay, so I set it to 40% over. But it's still going 58 and 55. But it is chill mode, so it's expected. This is Route 8 in the Naugatuck Valley. We're in Prospect or Naugatuck now. It's a decently fun road to drive on because it's super twisty. The speed limit is 55, but everyone goes much faster. It runs along the Naugatuck River, which you can kind of see off to the right. There it is. They've paved some sections are still pretty rough. But like I said, cars go 70, 75 all the time. Now we've made it to Naugatuck. We're getting off this exit. Stop sign in a little bit up here. Going pretty fast. Start slowing down now. Betcha it's going to have to use friction brakes. Wah, wah. It should never have to do that, especially in chill mode, even the other modes. Tricky bridge right here. It's very narrow. This road is very narrow too, but this bridge gets even narrower with stone walls on the sides. So it's kind of like a one car at a time road, but two cars can fit. And of course I handled it with a plum. It says these twists, the speed limit's 15 for them, but the road has a 25 speed limit. Now we have the sun in our face, but filtered by the trees. Flowing nice and easily through these turns. We're coming up to some speed bumps in a moment. So there's a giant one right here. I have my foot on the brake ready to go, but we're going 12 miles a day. 12 is a little fast, but it was okay. Looks like the plow helped us and got rid of some of the speed bump. Car turning around. No, this is the right way, just... Alright, got out of the way of the car. It wants me to pay attention to the road, but I am. I'm looking at the road. I don't think it'll park for me, but... Oh, it's pulling over to here. This is the wrong spot, but I did pull into a couple spots. It parked here. We're kind of in two spots. I'm going to just turn off. See, we're kind of in two spots. We're in a wrong spot. I wish. So I want it to be able to pick this spot over here. It's auto parking too, but it doesn't have this as an auto park spot. too bad. This is where I wanted it to park, but I could have parked in a spot over there, but not in a driveway kind of spot. But I made it. It was a good drive. Put that into park. Let's see, I had 257 watt hours per mile. Again, I was going uphill, and it's colder now than it will be, but not too bad. So now, on my way home, I'm going to use Hurry profile. So we had 257 watt hours per mile. Let's see how Hurry works going the opposite way. Put it into drive. I'm going to wait to see if the steering wheel comes up, and there it is. Put it into full self-driving. And right from the parking spot, we're off. We're going to hit this speed bump at a stop sign, so it should be no problem at all. Oh no! It floored it over that speed bump. Oh. When I hit the front wheels over the speed bump, it was fine, but then the back wheels, it gunned it off the stop sign. So I was going way too fast. That was a horrible way it dealt with the speed bump. I have no idea if that was because of the Hurry profile or what, but man, you don't hit giant speed bumps that hard. We should go. Man, we waited way too long at the stop sign. Probably angered the car that was at the other corner of it. Now we're getting onto the highway. It's now using the highway stack where it has the Hurry mode active. Already going 72 on, like, as soon as we get on the highway, right immediately into the left lane. Big difference with Hurry. We're going 73 in the 55, 74 on the 55, which is about how fast cars go through here. You can tell already what a big difference Hurry and Chill are. Once we passed that car, we got right over to the right because the car looks like it wants to pass us. So that was courteous of FSD. I don't know why it's not going 74 anymore like it was early on. Coming up here is a pretty tricky merge onto I-84. If there's not much traffic, it's not bad at all. I do wonder what Hurry mode would be doing through this turn. if it didn't have the cars in front of it to guide it. 30 is a comfortable speed through there, though. Okay, we could immediately get on. Looks like it waited for the solid line to come into to turn into dashed lines. I don't know why that car is braking. That Kona. That was a perfect merge onto the highway. Very smooth and comfortable. Nicely accelerated to get around this car before even getting into the left lane. That was perfect. Very comfortable acceleration. Again, once we passed that truck, since there was a car behind us, we got right over to the middle lane immediately. I'll have to see what it is like when there's no one behind me, if it'll just hang out in the left lane or not. This is that big hill that we went up on the way. Now we're going down, getting a lot of regeneration. Car coming up behind us, so I assume we'll get over to the right, or we're just gonna camp out in the left lane. We should really be getting over. Or we should have sped up. That was done very comfortably. Just bad timing with the truck getting on there and cars getting over into the middle lane. Now it's going 83. If it was doing before, then we wouldn't have had to get over. And now we have a lead car to tell us 84 is okay. It is I-84, so you go 84, right? The maximum speed is 85. Oh, there's a crash right there. They should have been using full self-driving. They wouldn't have crashed. I definitely don't need to go over 85, so I'm not going to bump up that max. 85, probably if my wife was in the car, I probably wouldn't go over 79. But as you can see, other cars are going just as fast or faster. 40% when the speed limit is 25 is not much at all. It's 35 is not much at all. But once you get the speed limit of 65, having the 40% is quite a lot. So it kind of should be relative to speed. Really in a 25 shouldn't be going much over 25 at all anyway. So it's kind of like lower speeds should be 10 to 15, maybe 20% over. Middle speed should be 40, and high speeds should be 20 to 30 again. But it does, of course, go with the flow of traffic. It's been doing a very good job of that. Riding right down the worn out pavement. We should just scoot over 6 inches to either side, and I wish you could do that in full self-driving. You could just, I know other systems you could scooch over a little bit and it will still stay in full self-driving. Man, it was just riding the broken pavement for quite a while. Just had to scoot over 6 inches and it would have been a comfortable drive. I've had no need to touch the steering wheel besides it not parking where I wanted it to park, and the fact that it didn't even park in the lines properly. So it wouldn't have been a disengagement really if I could have scooted over 6 inches to avoid the broken pavement. The only issue was that one speed bump off the stop sign where it hit hard going over the speed bump with the back tires. 12.6.4 seems to be a lot better than any version I've had. I do like the speed profiles. You can select how you want it to drive. You know, more tuned to how you want it to drive, not as much tuning as some people would want. But it's doing well. The lane changes are very good. There is a little bit of not planning stops well enough, where it has to use friction brakes instead of just regenerative braking. I looked away at the navigation for about 3 or 4 seconds, and it told me I had to look at the road. As soon as I did, that alert went away. I did have a couple of times where it had a red steering wheel when it was telling me to look at the screen. I hope those weren't strikes on my first day with full self-driving. I'll have to check. I don't know if I could check while I'm driving. I don't know. I imagine it would show here and I don't see anything. I am looking at the road. We're going to be doing a bit more downtown driving. There won't be much traffic, but it's like a beehive bridge. New Britain, for some reason, it has a bee theme to it. We are going left, but we're not in the left turn lane. Wrong lane picked by navigation. So I put full self-driving back on after I put it in the correct lane. Whoa, it crossed over the line and now it's crossing back over. That should have been I should have disengaged there. That would have been a critical disengagement, because that would have really been bad if there were cars around. We could go right on red. I don't know why we're not going. Why aren't we going? There's no sign that says no right on red. Another disengagement. Now it's going. I had to tap the accelerator. Man, I have no idea why it got over to the left lane. Besides way up. It does, the right lane does turn, so it wasn't bad. Whew. So it picked the wrong lane, it crossed over a dashed line, and it didn't turn right on red when it was clear. I don't think there are going to be many electric vehicles at this Jeep Dodge Chrysler Stellantis Police Ram. We're taking a right where now it does say no turn on red. And it's going on red. Was trying to turn right on red when there is a sign that says no turn on red. Now it's green. Now I put it back into full self-driving and we're going. Immediate left here. That was good. So where it said no turn on red, it was trying to turn right on red. But where it didn't say no turn on red, it wasn't going. And keeping with the bee theme in New Britain, down this next road there's a brewery called Alvarium that you should check out if you're ever in New Britain. They also brew coffee. Clear, no one's coming. We have to get all the way over to the left lane, and we have a green light. That's good timing. We should get out into the intersection because it's go. Man, I was gonna stop on that yellow. Should have followed this car. We are approaching the destination. In one of my drives getting to this destination, I had full self-driving going and it totally missed this right turn lane, but this time it's getting into it perfectly. I don't know how it missed this right turn lane. And then I was going to get in at the last second, but there was a van in the way. This lot has about 30 level 2 chargers. They've been free forever. The whole time I've had my car, about a year and a half. Apparently they're going to start charging soon though. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're charging today yet because it's so full. But we have an old 3, an old Y, about the same color. Another Y, is that a Bolt ID4, a damaged 3. Let's see, where do I want to park? Let's park right here. So I had to turn off. I have to turn off full self-driving. Let's see, I'm going to pick this parking spot. How do I? There's too much stuff in the way. There we go. Oh, we didn't even have that on the video, sorry. It was hard to pick the parking spot I wanted, but I was able to. And now here we go. I had to turn off full self-driving in order to pick a parking spot. It would be nice if I could just pick it while it's in full self-driving and then use auto park. But it did a good job parking a little slowly. I did not do that to that car. I'm going to be at stall number 6. You have to go over to this middle post. And the moment of truth, if they are charging or not. Doesn't say they're charging, so 6, enter. And there it goes. You can see the handle automatically dispenses. So it is free still. Phew. I'm in the car. So I'm charging at the still free charger, thankfully. The drive down was 253 watt hours per mile. Getting a full 32 amps, the most the car could take. I do have the heat going a little bit. So I'm getting 27 miles per hour. I get 27 or 28 here at most because it's only 203 volts. But it's free for now.